Welcome back, everyone. So we've got the reveals for the I think these are for the local store championships next month in October. They're a Tekken 8 promo characters. We got four of them, and they are really, really cool. I am excited to see and play all four of these characters. So let's get into them. First, we have Devil Jin. I don't know which of these will be participation promos and which might be like a champion promo. Sometimes they do that for the championships. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But first we have Devil Jin. He is a 5 hand size, 35 health character. He has the Chaos, Evil, and Fire symbols. He has response once per turn. After you check an attack, add it to your card pool and draw one card. Your check gets +1 for each attack in your card pool. So you can use that on offense and defense. So that's pretty cool. And just being able to string deep, check a 3, oh, this is on my third attack, I add this to my card pool, my check gets +4, I checked a 7 on my fourth attack, that's pretty good. And it's just really, really good that you can use it defensively too if you're blocking with an attack. And then enhance, add one attack from your discard pile to your card pool. Your attack gets +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. You may change this attack's zone to the zone of the added attack. So on offense, you're playing your attacks. You can just, every attack, add another attack to your card pool and give it +2 damage, +4 damage, +6 damage. Because obviously if you play an attack, add an attack is 2, play, add is 4, play, add is 6. So that's pretty strong, especially if you can make your cards not count towards progressive difficulty. And you get free zone changes. But also, on defense, you can add an attack to your card pool on defense. Your rival's attack doesn't get the damage boost because it just says your attack. But then, you get to change your rival's attack zone to the zone of the attack you added if you needed to perfect block something. And this card has 2 symbols with Barrier Shield, which I think Evil right now is the best defense symbol in the game right now. So you can take that to the bank. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't know. Would you guys like to see a video about me talking about what I think the meta looks like and what could be useful? I'm not as competitive as other players. Like, that's why I gear my content towards newer players. But I have thoughts. So that's Devil Jin. Moving on, we have Ling Xiaoyu, which you can see, interestingly enough, she has a trait. Devil Jin does not. She has the Brawler trait, which you'll see on a lot of these Tekken characters. She's a 7 hand size, 20 health character who is very flexible. She has Air, All, and Life for her symbols. I always want to think she has Good or Order for some reason. I always remember Life and Air, but I always think All is either Good or Order for some reason. But she has Enhance. Your attack gets +1 damage for each different block zone on cards in your card pool. So this isn't just for attacks. So if you had a style where you wanted to play Foundation, Attack, there are some cards that were like Combo Foundation, stuff like that. It would count all the different block zones. And then you get a whole bunch of damage. And then enhance once per turn. If you have 3 different block zones on cards in your card pool, clear 2 cards from your card pool and draw 1 card. So offensively, this is great. You can just keep stringing out. Defensively, if you're blocking, if your rival's got a big zone mix-up or you're playing vertical maneuvering equipment, you can perfect block a whole bunch of stuff, clear 2 cards from your card pool, draw a card, get a block on defense, and keep going. She reminds me of a character I loved in Retro called Elecman. She's just less abusable. I mean, maybe you could do like Rando Spirit Gun on all to get this once per turn twice if you really wanted to string out hard, but that seems a little risky considering the 2 check and the fact that you want to string out a lot. But yeah, Elecman would just have to commit to clear 2 cards, and I think he drew 3 cards. So yeah, he was nutty. And then there were cards you could clear from your card pool to ready him, so it was nuts. I had a turn that never ended deck, and it was great. But Ling Xiaoyu, really, really reminiscent of one of those characters I loved. I loved Mega Man. So this is interesting. Next we have Martial Law, another brawler. He's another 7-hander, 7-hand size, 19 health. Interesting that they're giving us back to the normal health for 7-handers, considering Attack on Titan, so these characters might be a little spooky to play into these bigger characters. He's got Fire, Order, and Water, only the second character, I believe, to have that symbol breakdown. He has 2 responses, the first of which is after your rival commits 1 or more foundations during the enhanced step, this attack gets +1 or -1 speed. So if they have commit costs on their foundations, +1, -1 speed. If you stun them, +1 speed. And then he has another response. After you commit 1 or more foundations during the enhanced step, this attack gets +1 or -1 damage. So on 2 of these symbols, you get access to Master of Drunken Fighting, which is basically +1 or -1 speed and damage, because it says enhanced commit, your rival commits a foundation. Unfortunately, on these symbols, there's not a lot of re-readying. Of course, you wouldn't want to give him air with something like this, because that'd be ridiculous. But he really makes your rival think about these commit costs that they might have, and yeah, like stun works really well with him. He's got the order symbol. So he's definitely going to be tricky to build, probably. I honestly think Ling Xiaoyu will be trickier, except for on all you get, like, Student of the Art, I believe it is, the Ojiro 2 card that could put a card into your card pool. But yeah, I think he's definitely going to take some time for people to get used to and kind of figure out how you want to, manage forced committal versus your committal and stuff like that. Although with Fire, you do get access to, what's it called? Spirit Sword Ultimate. So you could definitely make a Spirit Sword Ultimate just even bigger, because then every time you commit a card for 2 damage, you're getting an additional damage. And lastly, we have Paul Phoenix. This is the one that a lot of people are going nuts over. He's a brawler. He's got 6 hand size, 29 health. He's got all fire and order. He has Enhance. Discard 1 card. Your attack gets stun 2. It's pretty good. There's a lot of free draw in this game. That's pretty good. Thank God that we don't have Mob Strike no more. And then Enhance, once per turn, your kick or punch attack gets +1 damage for each committed rival foundation. So a lot of people are saying Paul with repeated 100% smash is the way to go. I personally think Paul with, let's reset that. Holy crap. It's a kick. It's an ultra rare. Recipro Turbo. Giving your kicks 2 speed, and then if this is the only card in your card pool, draw a card. So you play this first, you discard a card to give it stun 2, you draw a card. All your kicks get +2 speed. So making a kick deck with Paul, especially considering you have other kicks like Turbo Speed Dash. After this attack resolves, if it dealt damage, draw a card, and if your rival has 8 or more foundations, draw a card. This is a great way on 2 symbols, really. Both of these share order and all, but a great way to reload your hand after discarding your cards. I think he's going to be an amazing kick package character. And yeah, he's going to hurt people. He really is. I can see why people are crazy about him and saying he's going to be meta-defining. You're going to have to keep all of your stun hate. And really, I don't know if he'll be meta-warping. I do think he will be someone to watch out for. The rest of these 3 look fun, but look like they might take more time to figure out. Paul is very simple, very straightforward. I don't know if that's how he plays in Tekken. Not big on Tekken. I've played it a little bit throughout the years, but I haven't been like a hardcore Tekken player. And again, I also haven't been a very hardcore Street Fighter player either. Maybe I'm just a bad gamer. I don't know. those who can't do teach and all that. So those are going to be the 4 Tekken 8 character cards that we get for the local store championships in October. So make sure you check in with your local game stores, see when your championships are going to be, so you can get your hands on these powerful and, if I may say, beautiful character cards. I love the art for these, the drawn art for this Tekken style. Yeah, these are gorgeous, and I can't wait to get my hands on them and start brewing. So maybe you'll see some Tekken 8 deck profiles in the future. Until next time, though, take care, guys.